Mansa prisons and the Mansa General Hospital to offer community support. These activities indicate a wide-reaching and multifaceted approach to women ministry, focusing on spiritual growth, leadership development, community engagement, and outreach. We had also a very vibrant program by Health Ministries Director, which we went to Lusaka for another symposium. Not only Lusaka, we had one which was conducted here in Luapula Zambia conference during the camp meetings to sensitize about our children and also to understand our attitude and implement on sexual behaviors. And at the same time, we intend to renovate Chimpempe Clinic, where we see that some areas needs our attention. Thanking you, men and women of God, for your resilience, support to see Luapula Zambia conference study today, and looking forward to enhance progress and also to live together as a family. My prayer as a leader to 45 workers in Luapula and Kaputa Chilui respectively is to focus on our core values, especially unity and unity of purpose. Also, to make sure that no one will come and develop our conference. We don't need to hire anyone from any apart from ourselves. Pantwa kachila kambushi kasembula kokekele. It's us and only us who can enhance development that will last long. It's my sincere prayer that we embrace the spirit of unity, the spirit of oneness, embrace one another, to forget the past and move on as we see the soon coming of our Lord, who is coming to redeem planet Earth. It shall be my joy and the joy of everyone and every well-meaning believer to sit under the feet of our King, who happens to be Jesus, our brother, the Savior of the world. Thank you.
Let me take this privilege to give some of the details concerning the developmental activities that have taken place in this school for the past 3 years. I assumed the office in 2020 when I came from Sonda Girls, where I was the deputy head teacher, and then I was transferred to Chimpempe Mission Secondary School through the conference authority. For the past 4 years, there are a number of developments that have taken place in this school. To begin with, when I came here, there were a number of challenges that the school was going through for many years. There was no water, there was no power, the infrastructure was dilapidated. At the same time, there was no transport, there were few pupils. But for the past 3 years, we have recorded a number of improvement in terms of academic performance, infrastructure, water reticulation, transport, and many other things. I'll begin with water. When I came here, there was no power. Unfortunately, the same year, power was installed. The school was connected to the national grid. And there was a very big pump that was just lying idle, which was donated by the church. So we thought of taking that pump to the river so that we can connect it to the main line, because in the past there was a line that was installed when the school was using water diesel driven pumps. So we thought of connecting the same line to the electric pump which was available in school. And it took the teachers and all the pupils that were in school during that time to start clearing the bush where the power line can be installed. And we tried to find all means to ensure that the school was connected to the power and the line was extended to the river. We successfully installed the power pump, the water pump, and water started coming into school. After that, we thought it was not enough because the pump was so big such that the voltage could not help run the same pump. We applied to CDF and the response was positive, and another pump was installed. We were also privileged to be given two 10,000 liter tanks which were also mounted. So as at now, the water issue at Chimpempe Secondary School is the issue of the past. We have now water running throughout in the teachers' compound, even in the school surrounding, and the ablution blocks are running water. The other challenge that we had was that of sanitation. Lucky enough, we had a group of pastors' children, those who passed through Chimpempe Secondary School, who have come up with an association. And these people, they have come with a project of putting up sanitized facilities in school. So far, they have built 2 ablution blocks for the girls and 1 for the boys. And these ablution blocks are operational. So the challenge of sanitation has also been sorted out, but we still need more. The other issue concerning sanitation for the pupils is that of the incinerator. You know, where the girls are, they need an incinerator. In every secondary boarding school, girls need an incinerator, but this has to be constructed as well. The other thing concerning some of the development that have taken place in school is that of pupil enrollment. Because of the poor road infrastructure, lack of power and water, we had the few pupils that were enrolled from before 2020. But after power was installed, the issue of water was sorted out, the number of pupils have increased from 240 to 347 this year. And this also has helped to improve the academic performance of the pupils. When I came, the performance was at 45% at grade 12 and 40% at grade 9. That was in 2020. But after that, we have made a lot of improvements because of some of the strategies that we have put in place, which include motivation of teachers, and the results have tremendously improved. Last year, when the grade 12 sat for their final exams, we were at 94%. And then for grade 9s, we were at 90%. This made us come second in the district and third in the province. And because of the good performance that has been recorded, the enrollment has kept on improving. So this has been one of the achievements that the church and the school has recorded. On infrastructure, the infrastructure could not allow us to enroll a lot of pupils, but we have also worked on the 1x3 classroom block, which was left without roofing, but we have completed it, though it is not yet fully completed, but it is in operation. So we have improved on the infrastructure, except on special rooms, such as the laboratories, rooms for food and nutrition, expressive arts. The teachers and people are still using the same classroom to teach the same subjects. So as we look for other developments, we need to improve on school infrastructure so that we can have separate special rooms. Though we have improved in academic performance, but we are still lacking some of the essential rooms such as laboratories. We only have one laboratory, but a full secondary school needs to have at least 3 laboratories for physics, chemistry, and biology. In terms of spiritual development for our pupils, we have a program that helps to instill discipline and spiritual growth in our pupils with the help of the chaplain that has been deployed to our school. Currently, we have the chaplain who is running spiritual programs, and this year we had to send our pupils to Ferdinand Pandeli, and Ferdinand Pandeli also came to visit us in response to our visit. Not only that, every morning our pupils go for morning devotions. Every Wednesday they go for Vespers, and every Friday they go for song service. So all this program help to enrich our pupils with spiritual growth. And towards the end of each third term, we always conduct a week of prayer, which is followed by a day of prayer and fasting. So this year, before grade 12 schools start their exams, we had a week of prayer where we had 16 pupils who got baptized. Besides this development, we have also embarked on a production unit. As a school, we have been rearing chickens just to feed our pupils, because we realized rearing chicken for business was not giving us any profit, but we decided to start keeping chickens to feed our learners. We also have 3 cows, 2 that are meant for agricultural activities such as farming. We have so far bought a plow and the animals have been trained. Besides farming, the animals also be helping us in terms of, we have also secured an ox cart so that the animals can be helping transportation of fire. So this development will see our school to another level. But all what is needed is the support from the church and members from the parents themselves, so that we can uplift the standard of this school to another level, just like any other mission school, especially where it comes to academic performance. This year we are aiming at reaching 100%, just like other mission schools. So these are some of the development that I thought I should share with the church and the members of the church. One of the factors that has led to this development is that pupils have confidence in the school, especially that they have seen pastors bring their children to their own school. And my appeal to all well-wishers is that let us bring all our children to our own school, so that even others can have confidence that if members can take their children to their own school, why can't we also take our children there? We are also appealing to those students who have passed through Chimpempe Secondary School. I'm sure we have pastors' children who have passed through Chimpempe Secondary School and they are well established. This is the time they should plow back to their own school, including church members and the church itself. We need to improve the standard of this school. We have the ability, we have the skill, we have the manpower. All what is needed is the support from all well-wishers, support from church members, support from the church leaders. Then we'll see this school to another level. I would like to thank the church for their support that they have continued to render to the school in terms of appropriation. This is what has made us to buy these animals, and this is what has enabled us to start building another dormitory for the girls. I also want to extend my gratitude to the pastors' children that have passed through this school, for all their efforts that they have made in ensuring that sanitation is improved in this school. I also want to thank the PO who has been advocating for Adventist education through meeting various stakeholders such as teachers in different schools to encourage them to support our core business at Chimpempe Secondary School.
Greetings, delegates and viewers. Welcome to the Luapula Zambia Conference Session Report, covering the period from January 2022 to September 2024. Over the past 2 years and 9 months, we have experienced God's guidance in our mission as we continue to serve the Lord and uplift the communities in our territory. Established as a conference in 2016, the Luapula Zambia Conference covers part of Northern Province, including Kaputa, Sama and Chilubi, along with the entire Luapula province. This territory serves a population of 1.8 million people, with 390 organized churches, 314 companies, and 28 mission districts. As of September 2024, our membership stands at 87,128, with 75,571 uploaded on SCMS, which culminates into 86.7%. This report highlights our achievements, challenges, and opportunities during this period. Membership trends. Our membership has grown steadily over the years. In 2022, we recorded a 14% increase, reaching 85,921 members. By 2023, membership stood at 94,001, marking a 9% growth. Following a membership audit in 2024, our current membership is at 87,128. Baptisms were a major driver to this growth, of which 11,665 in 2022, we baptized 8,521 in 2023, and 7,941 in 2024. However, we also faced losses due to deaths, dropped members, and missing persons. The membership audit improved our records by removing 14,714 inactive members. Membership analysis by gender. Women play a significant role in the Luapula Zambia Conference. They constitute 61% of our membership, which equals 46,040 individuals. Men represent 39%, totaling to 29,257 members, with 257 individuals having their gender unstated. This balance reflects the active and inclusive nature of our ministry, our workforce as Luapula Zambia Conference. Our conference workforce comprises 46 individuals, including 34 ministerial workers and 12 non-ministerial staff. Each mission district has dedicated personnel, ensuring effective ministry. However, the average pastor-to-member ratio of 1 to 3,112 remains a challenge, with some districts like Bangweru North having a ratio as high as 1 to 6,824. Key activities and initiatives. Between 2022 and 2024, we focused on empowering our workforce and members. Here are some of the highlights. We prepared a detailed job description for employees. We established a human resource subcommittee to address worker welfare. We distributed the Luapula Zambia Conference employee handbook to all staff members, though it was in soft copy. We conducted seminars in nearly all mission districts to strengthen leadership and membership engagement. About 1,560 church manuals were bought by the local churches in 2023 to enhance proper church governance in our local churches. Adventist mission, evangelism and church growth. In collaboration with the global initiative theme, I Will Go, we conducted 695 evangelistic campaigns leading to the baptism of 28,137 individuals and the establishment of new congregations in remote areas. Media outreach through programs like Women in Evangelism and Natupepe programs has extended our reach to the most isolated communities in Luapula Zambia Conference. Health and community services. Our health initiatives include a clinic in Chimpempe that addresses malaria, HIV and AIDS and malnutrition programs. In partnership with Maranatha International, we drilled about 50 boreholes providing clean water to remote areas. A self-support ministry by the name of Light has supported health education programs empowering communities with knowledge to lead healthier lives. The Dorcas workers, during their Dorcas rallies, they have conducted community service both in Chimpempe and Mansa communities. Education. Our schools, Pilgate, Sunshine, and Chimpempe secondary and primary schools continue to provide quality education to the communities in which they are located. Challenges and recommendations. Despite our progress, challenges persist. High pastor to member ratios, membership losses, and data discrepancies in SCMS require attention. To address these issues, we recommend increasing the workforce to reduce pastoral burdens, enhancing membership retention programs, strengthening membership audits and reporting systems, expand evangelistic outreach programs, and advancing education. By strengthening our initiative, we aim to make a lasting impact in Luapula Zambia Conference. Thank you for your prayers, support, and contributions over the past 2 years and 9 months. Together, we have made significant strides in advancing God's kingdom in Luapula Zambia Conference. Let us continue to press towards the mark of His high calling. To God be the glory.
Treasury or Finance Department of the Luapula Zambia Conference has still endeavored to uphold its focus on effectively and efficiently managing, maintaining, and safeguarding the available resources with transparency and accountability. The conference has been greatly influenced and supported by the 28 mission districts with its 704 congregations dotted around the Luapula province and parts of the northern province, with a total membership of over 87,000 and a workforce of 46 members. We've endeavored to support the work in line with the 5 focus areas adopted by the conference, and that is mission, leadership, spiritual growth, infrastructure development, and projects or income generating projects. And under the income trends. For income trends or inflow, our operations were supported largely by 85% of tithe, then 9% combined and camp meeting offering, and also 6% of appropriations received from the higher organization. Our tithe growth has been projected at 64%, moving from 9.2 million in 2021 to 15.1 million projected in 2024, while combined offering and camp meeting offering is projected to grow by 62% and 96% respectively. When we come to highlights on the financial position of the organization and also the financial activities of Luapula Zambia Conference, Luapula Zambia Conference has recorded an increase in current assets of 32%, while liabilities have dropped by 7% as of September 2024 in comparison with what we had in the close of 2021. That means our current ratio is at 8.9. Land, buildings and equipment increased by 37%, mainly due to the additions in work in progress and furniture and equipment purchases. Our operating and plant net assets of 4.7 million reflect an increase of 37% from the 3.4 million recorded in 2021. Our working capital is at 2.3 months of 12 months core expenses, which show a 0.3 months decrease from that which was recorded in 2021 against 6 months recommended, while liquidity is at 1.3 months against 3 months recommended liquidity. Comparing our expenditure against income, we are currently at 91% of self-support when we compare to the 97% of self-support which we had in 2021. Talking about infrastructure development, the Luapula Zambia Conference targeted to improve and increase its infrastructure in terms of office, building, and also several other projects which are being undertaken within the conference. Of course, the major increase in the property, plant and equipment is work in progress, which includes building of 7 pastors' houses to slab level and 1 which is at ring beam level at a cost of 207. This is in response to the accommodation needs, especially of district pastors. Also of the work in progress is the 283,000 spent at our Chavalamue plot for the construction of a storeroom, a tank stand, a water tank stand, and the drilling of a borehole. Of course, this is the infrastructure. This is in readiness for the building of the multi-purpose infrastructure which is going to be seated at the Chavalamue plot. Funds received for the LZC project from 2022 to date to September 2024 totals 202,000. As mentioned earlier, other additions in capital expenditure include the purchase of furniture and equipment at a cost of 228,000 with depreciation already accounted for. This was done to enhance productivity and efficiency for our support staff. Luapula Zambia Conference has also procured a 10 kVA solar power backup at a cost of slightly over 150,000 in response to the deficit in electricity supply the country is facing. Appropriations to lower organization. We have made appropriations to Chimpempe Primary School, Pilgate and Sunshine Primary School, of a total of 240,000. Church building assistance, we assisted a number of churches with a total of 121,000 in their construction of churches. Adventist Church Membership System Treasury Module, the church rolled out the implementation of churches on ACMS, Adventist Church Management Systems, in Treasury Module, that is in 2023, with 3 pilot churches. Currently, out of the 658 churches and companies on ACMS, we have 95 churches which have been implemented on the Treasury Module, which represents a 14% achievement. The system that has been implemented is supposed to enhance accountability and efficiency for the treasurers, and it is an important tool which needs to be fully utilized by our congregations. With regards to income generating projects, the Luapula Zambia Conference has begun the Chimpempe Pine Project with a nursery of pine trees, which was started in 2023. The target was to plant 20 hectares of land with pines. Currently, we have planted up to 6,245 trees of the 18,000 nursery plants which are seated there at Chimpempe. This project is supposed to offer alternative non-tithe revenue for both the short term and also the long term. Concerning our office track, the office track was operational 2022 and 2023 with a net increase in 2022 of 62,000 and 38,800 in 2023. However, due to the breakdown of the track in the last quarter of 2023, we were unable to operate in 2024 due to the challenges of finding spares for the track. Currently, from the computations, we can visibly see that we had a net increase of 22,700. Under the auditing of the financial statements of Luapula Zambia Conference, we had a disclaimer opinion in 2021 based on unaudited balances of 2020. For 2022, we were qualified on basis of cash balances, and in 2023, we were also qualified on basis of cash balances and also work in progress. Challenges which are notable for Luapula Zambia Conference is office space. The conference still faces a challenge in terms of limited office space, which does not suffice to cater for all departmental functions. Church audits have been, we have had challenges of auditing churches. Only few churches and companies were audited in the period under review due to loss of human resource in the department. Most of the audit of the churches was done in 2022. In 2023 and 2024, not much has been done. We also have limited income as a base for capital projects. Concerning the mammoth task that we have, which we have to carry to construct the office building and also pastor's house, the income that is being received under combined offerings and camp meeting offerings does not suffice to cater fully for the constructions of these projects. We also had a loss of income generated through the office truck because our office truck was not operational in 2024. Recommendations or our forecast for the coming years: we aim to having unqualified or standard opinions for the financial statements beginning 2024 onwards. We also forecast to bring to completion at least 8 pastors' houses by the end of 2027. We also project to take off the construction of the office building up to wall plate level by the end of the third year. We project also to increase the number of audited churches from the current levels to 60% of congregations on an annual basis. We also are aiming to implement 80% of our churches and companies on SCMS Treasury module by the end of 2025. We are aiming to increase the working capital from the current 2.3 months to at least 4 months in terms of our working capital, and also increase our liquidity from the current 1.3 months to 2.3 months by the end of 2026. We are also aiming, in response to the income generating projects, we also aim to increase allocation or provision for income generating projects up to 4 times the current provisions by 2027. In conclusion, we praise God for thus far He has led us in great partnership, the clergy and laity working together for the cause of Christ. We thank the treasury teams from the local congregations even to conference level, the support of the higher organization which we have received in abundance. Let us keep pressing on the upward way, gaining new heights every day. God bless you.
lulu bali ero na ripoti imbeo na chumfwa ya kuchimpempe ila place twalikwata place isuma sana inchita imolo natandalireko natwele ba Dokas mukulongana na ile itemwa sana nga chakwe bati bonse nangu tema pastors beko okutwala kwa abana na ifo bene fwe basumini ba muchimpempe twalifula sana ero tulatwala abana na kumasikuzi yambi kukatolika na kuisa cheni bonse fwe ba paramineko nabe ngafuma fe mu distance ya tadi aba kwete capacity yakwe bati kuchitwatwala abana besu kuchimpempe ero chimbi echo nalero mbako fe na kubuteko kwena mweba paramineko ili anchende nga batu twalireko omusebo kuti inchende atumpuluka ukuchira palya nangu tebakalolela n'abantu bambi kuti babamo involve kutwala abana kulirira esukulu ilibo okufiseme abana balasambirira bwino ukwabula ekibapumfyanya dhani naye ni amasikuzi otukwete ali muno mwakwe bati abana ali mubarafyukana pa mableki baya mu town so fwe bali muno bonse mukwa fwe bakwete abana cheni tutungirire nchende Yesu ilya n'okutwala kwa abana mukwayi kwena emashufi ano nachikwata n'okutotera obutungulushi bwa conference ukupitira muri bashima pepo bonse obo tukwete mu district mwema elders ero na ba member afye abachironganino pamulimo ule bombwa ero na ripoti ero twamfwa na totera mukwayi.
Thank you Bambi Mkwai. I've seen a hand pakatapo. 1 2 3 4 5. We'll begin from this by order. Okay.
Ishnaliandi Newo Peter Chabala the Kobangwe Olu South.
Excuse me. Mkwai kube mishe kutibasa kuno kuntanshpali you appear in the camera. Mkwai batwalili.
Ndetotela nokutasha pamulandu n'obutungulushi bwa Chilonga lino Chesu ifyo obulenda n'okuyabula ekulirako 1982 twakwete iyo baletila special camp meeting kuchimpempe ifilamba fyalepo nafi pakulolesha ilya nchende ninchende ikulu kabinge isuma yakwe bati Seventh Adventist obusaka tulemoneke efi bonse nga twayibikirepo teti conference ile tulomba n'empiya pamula na projects ayalingire yabakulya ku chimpempe ninchende ikalamba kabinge eshina iliyo tuitwa na kendi tefwe ba chimpempe nifwe ba 7th day namba pamulandu wanchende tuitwa ba chimpempe so hapo twalisumina ya bu chimpempe aleni ubusaka bwa majaketi amasuti tuchitego development inchende yakwe bati n'obutungulushi bwesu bule monekati ifwe twalaya. Thank you ba Pastor Chapi nabambi bali abachibika nalilile ilyo nafikire pamanda ya ba Pastor Mulengela ndi mukalamba ninkwata 60 over emyaka nomba nalitemwa ukuyibika pabwa iche pamulandu wakutile imbira taikushya muntu kama atumone ba Pastor Chapi bale muleka kwati baiche so lekeni ntashe
twatotera mkwai
mukulekeresha kwa kutasha kwa kutila
mkwai
ichi Chilonga ino Chesu cha Seventh Adventist ale ntutungirire impanga kukuleka ibe ni impanga iyo twakulafumyamo obwika shibwa Chilonga nino makamaka obulimi fyo buli bonse
twatotera mkwai
tomato kuti twalima cabbage kuti twalima
mkwai
nokuteka enkuko na fyonse
kwena natuishi bati abengi abali kuno filolo ero nebakashimikira so tukwate sense of summary kwena
twatotela mkwai kwambila po ishina lya ndine mulenga chisanga from Milenge Mission District. Mu report yo twachumfwa wa president. Number 1 inkwatama questions yabili. Mwachipela report ukutila 6 pastors were ordained. In this booklet on page 38, your report is saying 7 pastors were ordained. I want that clarification on that one. Secondly, we have a project at Chavalamuwe recommended in the previous session, which we had. Now, natumfokwebati storehouse is being put on place, and again we are remaining with the completion of the whole project. My question, Mr. President, is there a projection of time or duration as to when that project will come to an end? Now, last but not the least, I want to make some recommendations also and appreciation to the leadership of Luapula Zambia Conference. One, on the project of developing Chimpempe. I am a former student who was at Chimpempe Secondary School, and if the conference has reported Valiamba Ukubyala those plans, it is an A+ to us, because our intention should be having a university, our own university in our own territory as Luapula Zambia Conference. That school has potential. I am a teacher, and if a school can be number 3 in terms of performance at grade 12 and grade 9 respectively, we can boast to say, if we have a 7th day, we are one of the best private institutions that provide quality education. Because the emphasis of the government is saying, to 90+1. And the 90+1 already in the previous year has been scored.
Thank you. Thank you. Mukwai, thank you. Nala asuka, kubale pela ni comments fie. Plans and resolution ni kupanda mano, ifo tuwala bomba kufile konkapu. Ile isa period iyo, apakula ndapofia ishiwi ifya soswa. Uku asuka pamulandu wabashima pepo 6 aba pelu wabupatilisho. Mukwai kule mbafye kwa pushile. Otherwise, abantu bali ordained. Bantu bali 6. Elio chila chimbia chishani. Bashumulenga. Mkwai wanshiko wesu imwe bonsenga tuwabo mbele chapamo kumaneko kutila Luapula Zambia Conference 2026 tulingire tuakukira mulia eko tukakwate na conference na session ya mu 2027 if we are supported by this constituency. Thank you.
Tuatotela ishinaliandi nevo gift mwenda fumine kubangwe ulu south. Tuletotela pa butungulu shwa conference pamibombele nefyo batuweba. Concern yan fumine ku district ya kwata umulondwelo na maswampu. Kumulundu na tukwata transport ya Honda nomba mumaswampu kuliko challenge irefuwa ikwako kulolekesha hapo. Then kabiri district yesu taira kwate nganda pabala pama plans ya yali pali ifyo batulolekeshe ko nga babangwe ulu south na total.
Thank you.
Wa president mwawombe na executive
Kalomwa mwana.
Nine woso Evans evangelist na weoda Ngumbo district. Therefore kulanda sana tulel mitotela mwachilanda pali leadership development tuatotela mwali bomba. nomba ndifo kulanda apiwo yakutira ku leadership apiwo yandi yakutira kwali babengi aba trend especially ama PM personal ministries aba bantu ndero mboko kutira apo baba equipped for the service that wabomfyeni ko especially during camp meetings na crusades am to lessen the burden pamulando wa kweli iyo tulande kutira ba pastor bali tashani bali chepa na mitotera lisapa.
Thank you so much, sir.
Mkwai Newo Msonda Kawungo, Mansa East. I stand to be corrected. The Shachumfwa Ngawachilanda Pumkwai Walanjeba. Shachumfwa Popamulandua orphanage. Edo Bushepo Yaba Nangutayaba Po. Gatayaba Po was the way forward.
Orphanage, not quarter building, infrastructures there, or what we are looking for and waiting is your support that if God willing, by 2027, Mansa Overage can be in operation. Thank you.
Natotela mkwai, national yandi ne Kangwa James Muila ukufuma kuchimpempe. Ndi concern pamulando wa ama plants balelanda kuchimpempe. Ndefo kutotela ba executive bonse ba Luapula Zambia conference. Now challenge onde fokulando pakuti batu afudisheko nga Luapula Zambia conference pama plants ba isabyala kuti. Kwena poba ya byalila ba byaliye muchilala. So ama plants yali ambokuma. So nangu mwaisa mona mwali befi mutifinga ama plants yali moneka yali umana total.
Twatasha
ishina lyandi nine chire mwaba echo ndefu okutasha fye ubutungurushi wa conference ni pamulandu wa ma district 28 omo babikire ama pastors umushadi ichicha kutotela nganshi pamulandu wa kwebatu wali kwata ma challenges abengi ama district abakwete nomba monse muli abale bomba mukwai ichi echa kutontela number 1. Number 2, tuleta sha paskulu kwepote komaila chimpempe pamulandu waifitwa umfwa kwena tuatasha amenshi na tukwata na chonse fo tuasanga maskuna tukwata nomba katubike ko amano kuli di skulu ngefe balelanda ukuti tukwate development kalamba nganshi ku skulu yesu ili ya chimpempe pantu ililile nga twaliposa kwa mano eri ala tupela umutende mukatika ino Luapula conference mkwai Natasha.
First pano no mkwai announcement kwena chile chibi chili kunu machilia nga twaingira ku chibi chilia tuifuma panse aini tuingire fye kuri ifibi fili kuko kwa kuso aini so tuifuma panse because nga tuafuma panse kulia bali abali pafibya pafimbifi bala mipela ka gadget kambi so ninshi kuli bena bamuna kwati imwe obo mwachifuma palia mwachitashani mwachishaninshi still you having ka gadget kawo kalia so tuifumina panse kulia nga twaya kulia nga twapita pa chibi palia tuya panse. We should not go outside whilst we intend to use the toilet. We should not use that door. Tend to onfefema doors ayeni aya ngatulifu kuya panse because we will be able to lose ama gadgets yabene na totela.
Chisuma
amashina yandi nebo Kasao Gabi kufuma ku Kazembe Mission District. I stand to be corrected on one point which I heard from the report. Iyo bachisoso kutila ifirongani no fimo fyari afuiwa in terms of infrastructure buildings. Nomba ine nshishi befirongani no nshi amashina oro fyaba ma district nshi bantu tufuire twaishiwa mumansa ngani east mwali afuiwe chirongani no pa kutiro bakweti obukule na totela.
Thank you, Mkwai. The names of the churches will be given at a later stage. Thank you.
Na totela sana. Nine Mwansalumpa from Mansa East. Elder Mwansalumpa, Mansa East. Therefore, kutotela wa president pali church development imoneke. I'm not going to talk about Chimpempe because Chimpempe has been talked about a lot. Therefore, I'll skip it. Not what muma reports yale apelwe nangula muma books ayawa tupela ma booklets somo tule muna ma programs. We have seen a good number of churches that are going to be voted into the sisterhood of churches today. Ichichilela ngokutila church growth ile moneka Luapula Zambia conference. And pali icho twa totela apakalamba na tumona, especially from my district, Mansa East Mission District, not quite about 6 new churches under the leadership of Pastor Ronald Mwindula palichi na chitupelo buseko sana mukataka district Yesu. Then the second point is the creation of new districts. Ama districts yamonga twaya mona geographic position ilela ngokutila yali ngile yaba divided chikatwafwa sana nga chakutila these districts can be divided and also be given pastors to shepherd the flock. Chimbi chakuchita employ ama conference workers nabambi pakobati bachitakata ama districts aya shaifulila pakobati yaba ayalingana. Lastly but not the least, it is under music department under the leadership of Pastor Chambla. Shishibenga kachiski pafedi yatuachila mfama reports ba music department twalikuwa tako workshop iyo yali ku Chisamba, I think that was in June, yaingira kwa July. Kulioko ama candidates baluapula abafumine ku Luapula Zambia conference aba ikaliri amashindano ama exams, they did very well. Bali yapasa ubusaka sana and ndesu minishako kulicho because I'm one of those abaile no kuyalemba ma exams kulya no kupasa twapasa chilia chali twafwa chilela ngokutila kulebako ka growth na kuma departments aya palanga music abantu abaleba equipped with the knowledge of music bale abalefulilako. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Waibambi abanga bapwa mwalabela fyo mwine mukatita mwa sekontanshi ka ntwani kane ka Mike kala tampo kupitamo yemkwai
mukwai ne kupita mumba mwape newe mkwai ne kupita mumba mwape na fuma ku Mwense South 1958 ele na ingile school pa Chimpempe. Ichimpempe tachali filia hiyo mission Yesu fe yali yafya ni cheche twakwete nomba na salo le shela na chila mona Chimpempe ife ile moneka na sanga to buyantanshi eko buli lero chende to tela kuma pastors ukutuchinkisha pakutila Chimpempe imoneke bwino lero mema pastors kabiri tatula kumanisha iyo Chimpempe itilini mubushiku tapala ba improvement nomba mema members
kwa hii na tuwapeli akashita hello.
Okay mkwai nomba tuirekelesha Chimpempe tuitungilile pantilia mission Yesu epa nasambilile pala pene mu standard ilio 1958 nomba pale ni kwate miaka 78 years
mwabombeli
twatotela mkwai na inya mashina yandini ne Buchongo George mfumine kunsama Mission District kwena kuutali na pano elio ndefu okutatia team ya bombere pali 3 years okwisa mkutu kumanya kuli ili anchende elo kuutali ili ngitwale bulisha ma pastors panshita shama camp meetings but twali kwanisha pali 3 years twali kwanisha bale tupera bonse fyo kufika panshita tuleti twatotela mwe bali mu office bonse challenge mbi tukwete nchende Yesu ikulu nga mwapa mwana pali amuri nani ile buku tukwete muri putu lwa fibili nsama nsumbu so mensheni ituloleke shepo okumwena bushe chiputu ekityala kulashani aba bomfi balefile okukumanisha pamulandu wanchende ikulu nga kukonka mufile kuba ma districts yanga yabiri so tuletotela kuntunguluhisha tunguliri omulimo kukulenga omulimo yuye kuntanshi so twatotela mukwai lero batirolesheko nga ba nsama mission district 4 we ikulu aba bomfi balefile okubomba lero pamulandu waicho natetekero ko okutirefe batu wafuire mwakula tuafwane lirine twatotela.
Thank you Mkwai.
Okay, ishina lyandini ne Lombe Kasman dechitako represent Mweru North tumashuina lalanda panjerere kwa babombera ko Mweru North then tayale fuma pakanwa kandi yale fuma kuba ku Mweru North na bakofengo ule balangira kofo bandaishe turetasha pabutungurushi na paripoti mwapela ati mwalingisha amawekazi nombefo bale ipusha kofya kwe bati ati nishi kuno batumi nafe ba pasta bali abakwe batelo bale ambenchi to then lilaba kaba kumulimo baishu basana babasenda ku Mweru North teine ndera ndamkwai bandaishe fe I think Natasha Mkwai.
Mkwai amashina yandi nebo mwaba mumba David ukufuma kumirenge Mkwai ukuranda ndefu okutashako kuri ba conference Mkwai firaba chilala ndati ama churches bafwa ne amabukule kwena ine pano ndetotera kufyo babombere kuri imyaka twafuma kwa 3 ifwero nafumire pa pilgrim ukukwa murumbi side ku Mantha East Mkwai ndebukisha twalirombere amala tokupitira muri ba mwindura ba pastor besu Mkwai kulia bali tupera malatari 100 yara ine ya mutengo Mkwai fishing kafestika ero kutasha kumbi Mkwai no kutandala tamwa kwetu kwa kusalo kwa kwebati nempanga konsa pano mbato akumirenge kumbi uko Mkwai murafika bakaunda ne timu leno twamitotera kanchire sapale Mkwai no butungurushi bureko nkapotolera ndati lesabu arasala tukwatu umutima omwine uwako afwa bali mu town na kumishi Mkwai sapali.
Thank you
Mkwai ne Alfred Mwewa ndaimini nako Mrundo Riverside Moines South Mission District. Kwai ndefo afyo kutasha sana kuri ba pastor pamulimo wonse fye ule tsika kuno kuntu kaidi na munchende shimbi umo bakakumba wale batuma nomba ndefo ya ukwesha afyo kupapata kona ngukulomba kuri ba pastor ishtenga kwa ba crusade na ngwa effort bakakumba abakuti benga batisha bali abantu balefuma fe kunchende kuno kwine so kulomba kwandi istwa papata fye nga ba president pamulando ko bati mwatu paramisha ko fyo muntu uli kufya pepi para pako bati tafire moneka bwino pana panga mwafwaye atyo mbale mulolele kumansa bese aba odendi so to papata mwala monako fyo mungatu titrako pepi kulya pako bati bafu mafie pali abasa baba tisho kutira turerera kuno kwine Mkwai Natasha Mkwai
twatotela Mkwai bushe mukati mwesta muri mubana mayi bushe bana mayi babeshire ni bapase njana ngukuchitashana at least gender balance is quite important na lasuminisha fyama boko 4 pakutila to the vote ifyala konkapo nimbwana basasalapa nabamwana bakafimbwa nabakankalo bamayo apo nabamayoko nabamayo pekata kasha tukonka ni umwine twala munefu twalize but as long as you maintain short comment to facilitate others to come in. Time is not with us. Ero na group no kuisa na isa. Aleni mkwai abalangu fianyo kusosa in the next 5 minutes as they come. Basa salapa. Yes, ma'am.
Na totera mkwai. Ndefa ya okutasha executive yonse mkwai hapa conference. Nine wa studa chinyanta mumba. Okufuma ku Mansa East. Ndefuma pa Cornerstone. Na chafu okulanda pofe kwena. Shachukwa tefi pusho no manatisa umfwa. Ama responses kufe wachira ipusha. Ero nasaka manana nishi. Takwale ba strategic plani. Kuchintu chimocho nachisa umfwa pali orphanage. Kwa bokutira. Nga mwatu wafwa mwatu chita supporting echirunganino kuchituwa bomba. So nachira kabira na umfwa bushe, what was your strategic plan? Pali orphanage pakutira limbi tuwalikana fwe chilonganino kubomba. Ifyo nachumfa kwa chwana imbi nomba na alabafye na yo response ya chibokwe bati nga mwatu wafwa mwe chilonganino. So nachafwa ine ponse nde umfwa tuanshike fine nomba mwe chilonganino tamwabulire mwenchi ulubali mkwaya popo nachafwa amakamako kumfa ndabile fe chimwe wa pastor but naibusha fe chicha orphanage na totera mkwaya.
Thank you so much to us kamu plans and resolution. Bambi mkwai hapo mpando taula Afrika.
Mwanene wa imini na ine wa Kingston mwapebu alia.
Eta mkwai.
Na mfumine ku Mweru North. Na chimpempe ku school 1952 to 1956. Kweba ati chiria chifulo chikankala kalaka munyangala kantu mumona
mkwai tupela bafyashi ba beteshiwi
mkwai kalaka munyangala abantu batapa mwamensha abana be school nife twayimbile twalina Pastor K. Thomas 1953. Kweba ati ninshi ifwe kuno tumoneka abashalira nombe elinjishile kuno ndemoneka ngo mulumendo nshiri mulumendo mkwani nkwate myaka 84 years nkwete. Kweba ati ndo mfo mwenso no kumfo bulanda ndefo ya nchite api ukuli ba director na kuli ba manager aba kalamba ku Zambia conference na Luapula conference ukumono okuti umulumendo uli aleimbo luimbo aleimba ati ululumbi lwali nwesonde terwa kaperi omuchinshi ululumbi lukapelo omuchinshi kubombo mulimo wakwalesa cha namba 1 cha kwebati abalaba mu office abalabwelelapo nangwabo balabikapo bamuno kwebati chimpempe mission na papata sana yambale kulama yanda yabashimiri mwaya yaba bomfi bakwalesa bale bomfierero mapastors muno mu conference yale kulwa kwali struggle yakwebati lama yanda yafule yakulwa kuchimpempe ili church Central Church Mansa nga yakulirwe kuchimpempe abantu bonse chimpempe kuti bayito kwebati chine chifulo chikalambe cha mulimo pantu ili omulimo wafuma ku Sorus College ku Zimbabwe ele waisa ku Lusangu mission ninshina tukwata mapastor saya nono field yalife ku Lusaka kwebati mwabana bakwalesa mwabalabwelela pamilimo nabo balabikapo tamwaka tashiwe sana muri kino kyalo kano mwakula chimpempe yaba chifulo chikalamba na chumfa abantu bambi baleba chimpempe ifule akwata university nga yakwata university kumyaka yakunuma ino chitatulela ndano kulongana kuno tulongene na ino wo tukwete turingire twakumana ku chimpempe ko tulelonganina na papa atasana ba pastor na lapuisha bamdelele ko panono tulingile twala kwata fena special camp meeting la twakwete muna 92 ku chimpempe pa tubonsha bali pano aba ichena abanono nabale kula bale muna chira chimpempe pantu bachumfu afye chifulo chikalambo kwa bamensha uda tuinga shita na papa tabalabwela kuma officers mamuno kweba ati ile chira chifulo chakulwa elo chaba chifulo cha mulimo kwa kumwelu mission district north kula kwa chira ndombo mfi wakwalesa uwafumapo ni district secretary achira umfu omwensonga inena chibalira pokulanda leshiwi ngana chiranda sana ba president
twatotela mkwai
yamule kushaba bomfi bakwalesa mukulu mwilale tomu bomfi ushiri ordained pastor mu district mumweso mule leta pastor uwa kweba ati aletu afa mukubatisha pantu kulama kutakwati ni kuna sale.
Thank you so much mkwai chisuma mkwai na tubale twiminineko na tuwe kwati tuwa ya kuchembio kweko tule ya kuchembe tuwe mwana kolu apula na tule ya kuchipirieko tule ya na tusabia mabungo mumulu eyae mkwai katwikaleko.
Twatotela mkwai twapwisha omulimo wa kusala nominating committee twachikala fye. We didn't want to rush. That's how we will sit even with the nominating committee. There is no rush. Tulelanda tuleseka tulesala. So the screen is ready. So what we will do now, ba secretary besu bala belenga machina. After kubelenga machina bala chita move, then we'll go ahead and vote. We have tried to do a balance as much as possible, as it was said, of the region, of the gender, and of the workers. Ama workers, that is pastors, literature evangelists, Navashala, they are 8. The lay people are 14. And in those lay people, Muliba Namayo, Muliama youth, Nava Ume. Anyway, some youth Ume, some youth Vanagash, but we just said those we thought are youth will be counted as youth. And the rest men, the rest women. We can't satisfy everything. We have just to do what we can. So he will go ahead and read, and then we will vote.
Mkwai Nebo Walia Patrick amashina had proposed to nominating committee na tukwata ba brother Chipili Goodson.
By the way, Ngabamita, you come in front. You come here so that people can see you.
Na tukwata ba brother Chipili Goodson.
Emobali? Iseni mkwai ba Chipili nga emobali.
Twatotela abo baleisa. Shina ya konkapo na tukwata ba sister Chulu Matilda. Ba sister Chulu Matilda. Dia konkapo. Omkwaya abande punda ma officers pa office mkwaya ma workers. So kanshi abande punda ma workers. Then not kwata aba brother Chanda Bright. Our brother Chanda Bright. Then ni kuma pastors not kwata ba pastor Mwila Darius. Ba pastor Mwila Darius. Ba pastor Chipulu Alexander. Ba pastor Chipulu Alexander. Na tukwata ba pastor Mubangataro. Ba pastor Mubangataro. Na tukwata ba pastor Charlie Elliott. Ba pastor Charlie Elliott. Na tukwata na ba pastor Mwindula Ronald. Mkwai na isa kumale people. Mkwai na tukwata ba brother Kalunde Boniface. Ba brother Kalunde Boniface. Mkwai abakonkapo ni ba brother Maimba Daniel. Ba brother Maimba Daniel. Abakonkapo na tukwata ba brother Mwasha James. Ba brother Mwasha James. Abakonkapo na tukwata ba Elder Daniel Lupupa. Elder Daniel Lupupa. Na tukwata ba Elder Walia Patrick. Walia Patrick. Then na tukwata ba Sister Mwangilwa Ruth. Sister Mwangilwa Ruth. Na tukwata ba Brother Mwila James. va brother Mwila James. Then natukwata va Elder Kalipenda Webi, Elder Kalipenda Webi. Natukwata va Sister Kapia Gertrude Vincent, brother Simonga Vincent. Natukwata va brother Moya Michael, brother Moya Michael. Then natukwata va Elder Mulenga Emmanuel, Elder Mulenga Emmanuel. Natukwata va brother Chitule Donald, brother Chitule Donald. Vakulekeresha mkwai natukwata va Mulenga Daxon Sanga, brother Mulenga Daxon Sanga. Mkwai aya emashina aya chiba proposed ku nominating committee. Mkwai I move.
All right, it has been moved. Oh, wamebachisha. Na besa bonse. Kulia bashele. Banani? Matilda? Balikwi? She's not a delegate. So where is she? Wafuaeni. And bambia bashiliko ni wanani? Daniel Maimba. Ati? Tabalipo. Ni wani? Maimba Daniel from Chiengi. Is always as a unit. Neo tualaleta machine able to lesala. We are voting as a what? A unit. We are not voting one name. That tulesala machine tulesala nga nominating committee. We are choosing workers and those workers come as what? One. Unless you have a serious something on a particular name, we can listen to it, but you can't be saying like if it's to vote a president, to vote a secretary, to away. So we normally vote like this as a group. But at a move over last. Ati? Okay, batata. Ama ababa bali abantu mwachisala. are from the district. Nimwebe na bachichita chani? Abachisala. So it was not an announcement. Pembele nimpwisha. It was not an announcement. Nimwema achisala, so we can't say anything. Nimwema bachita chani? Then when we went there, because the policy says they should be 19 or 23, twasala 22. So how do we care for the districts? Let's give them the majority, 14. If undenga twachivo mshashinshi, 11. So let's give the district 14. How do we do it? Ama regions, policy nanika ni lawyer chilandati, ama regions must be taken care of. So ama regions balia bachiwa mulia eba ishiwa mari inesha yeshiba. Watu eba kwa ba regions so basala. So what do we do now? Tusange kwa baume. Basala we na tabaume twala sala baliso. Aba nakashi twala sala baliso. Ama youth twala sala baliso. So we went in all the aspects of the police, one by one. Unless you have something you say, palipo mushile, nga palipo tushile mwatu weba mwachishia palia. Okay. All right, no. It's okay. Don't worry, it's okay. But wait. I think it will possible. The policy says, as much as possible, ama workers and ama lay person wachitashani, balingane. What we have done actually is not to follow the policy. Ama lay people are follow. Unfortunately. So, we are ready for the vote. Will I not my gadget? We can vote yes or no.
So,
vote.
So a nominating committee has been announced, and the delegates will now have to vote for. They will have to vote for yes or no to the names that have been proposed, the names that have been announced as nominating committee for this third session of the 2024 Luapula Zambia Conference, third session. So far the indication is that 290 people have voted. A minute to go. So the question which is being raised is the motion to vote to accept the names presented as nominating committee. So a nominating committee following the policy of the church has been announced, and there were a few who were given a chance to have their views, but so far 338 have voted, 30 seconds remaining before the vote closes. So voting continues, and so far in the trials, if you noticed during the trials when we had the 4 questions which were just for the sake of allowing the delegates to be familiar with the system, the highest number of votes we got was 372. Let's see how far we are going to go, but we know that we have more than 400 people who've been given the gadgets for the electronic voting system. 5 seconds to close, and closing has closed, and the results, 362 people have voted. So voting has closed.
We wait for the results.
And these are the results. Majority have voted yes to the names given for the nominating
committee. So, twapuisha vote. Imwe bana bakole sabale hapo. Mwala konkoko na laya. Bala miletela lunch. Na laya mikomena. Paka mpuishe. Nakula milolesha mulechita paka mukiteshani. Mpuishe. Aba chibamo na besho efye tulechita. Kukosa. Kukosa. You have to be patient.
So
you have to take your spirit down. You have to pray. Tatule butuka. Personally, Mungu tutwasenda pona ngu 30 minutes. All right.
So the voting is done now. So the nominating committee has been voted for, and they've been given the mandate to now go and do the work. So the mandate has been given by delegates, and we have seen that Northern Zambia Union
dissolved. Seconded? All in favor? Thank you. We are going.
So the nominating committee will now embark on a journey to go and perform the duties of the nominating committee as per policy of the Seventh-day Adventist Church for this third session of the church. They are being led by Pastor Dr. Tommy Namitondo. Of course, the nominating committee includes the lay and, of course, from the other workers of the church are part of the nominating committee as per policy. In the meantime, we continue with the reports which was presented. It's all about perhaps going for a vote to adopt the report in its format as it was presented by the executive secretary, that is Pastor Henry Sinyangwe.
Our organizing committee batupere information yama names abali munshomu. Yeah. And then kulibamo bachia ku guard room kulya. Hello. Kulibamo bachia ku guard room kulya bachia mkusenda umuti nabasenda umuti wabene. Namusenda umuti wabashukuru baponde balefwaya umuti wabo bachibalayisha kuli bantu bamo kufuma mu town ero imunomba mwankusenda abene bayangufwayo umuti basangata kuli umuti na papa tamkwai. If you cannot locate banani baponde, it is better mubweshe kulya kwine guard room kuli ba guard yoko msendere umuti ulya. Okay, na Dr. Mkwai. Imi ni first hapa. Hello. Asake. Vaponde Mkwai, bamone ba Elder Sakeni. Thank you. Ewa kwete paseo yabo na totera.
All right.
Twadotera Mkwai, pali nonshita Mkwai, twachira pakati umlimo wa kuvota ama reports yalia, twafika panshita ya kuvota since na tumfua ama contributions ya abantu nangule fi push off bepuishe. For now, I'll be able to allow for the president to be able to lead.
Reporting on which has already been given. It has been moved. Any secondment? Any secondment? All in favor we say aye. Our report is carried.
There is that.
Oh, I see. We vote. Thank you. Can we vote on the report that it can be appeared on that one? Thank you so much. Alenimwani. Fiali safe machine. We can begin voting.
We can continue voting. We can continue voting.
So voting is underway for the delegates to accept or not the that has been presented. Prior to the nominating committee being announced, there was the presentation of the report from the conference leadership, and so far we're about 5 seconds to go, and over 300 have so far voted for or against based on how the results will be. Voting has closed, and the results are about to be shown. So the majority unanimously has voted to accept the reports which has been presented in its format.
The report has been accepted.
All in favor, we say aye. Thank you.
Okay. Kwena for now twalaya pa lunch break. Tulaya pa lunch break, and the way opo twala enda nifi. Na ngule fya konka nifi. Ama pastors eba lafu mafe muno. And then bonsi abantu abashala bala saving na muno mwini, bala tupele chakulya muno mwini. So tuikale fe muno mwini emu bala tukonka abantu aba besi watu saving. That is the information we watupele kitchen mkwae.
Shall we stand up? And we will request another veteran to pray for food that will come on time. Pastor Chapi Senior, not Junior.
Tulepepa twamutasha no kumuchindika kanabesa mwebu amenso yalolesha konse n'amatwi ukumfwa ku muntu wonse ishtamwa tupele isuma twabombolu bali ulwakubalirapo nakano kashitamu atulangulukirako mu bwikashi bwesu na mu mulimo wenu mwatambika ichakulya ilyotwala nakupa nono kutushako twalomba omutende wenu mwenfumu okufimba palikira muntu ili alekuma ku kyakulya ufumyamo kyonse kinga tomposhya okubomba kwa mibiri n'amatontonkanyo Yesu bakutiro twala bwela twala kwatira kwenkosho ya kubomfwa na mpashi wa mushiro ipalo libe pali ifwelo tulelya n'abasiteyanya mwishinira kwa Kristo. Amen.
Thank you so much. Bashima pepo kutitwaya.
Bangwe Olo TV, the wave of life. Now, this session is we're going for a break. The lunch break is what has been given at the moment for delegates to go for lunch. But the nominating committee has so far been announced, and the members of the nominating committee have since been sent to go and perform the duties of the nominating committee. So the nominating committee comprised of a number of members who are drawn from different mission districts for Luapula Zambia conference. And just to remind you that the nominating committee will also have a role to play in terms of the names which are going to be proposed for the leadership been sent to go and perform the duties of the nominating committee. So it's just on a lunch break, and thereafter we will continue with the live broadcast here of the third session of the Luapula Zambia conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, happening here in Mansa at Riverside.